Hello, welcome to my Sunday Fromp. Today I have a read, and I have this written from all this morning. I noticed a bunch of alerts, like winter weather alerts, and there's thunderstorms across the United States. So I kind of got excited, and I was like, oh, let me go look outside. We didn't have no snow, but I was like, well, next week I think is snow, and which is cool because December starts next week. Like, it's coming, and like right off the bat, hello white Christmas. So I'm kind of excited for that. Snowstorm falls onto northeast United States. Here in Cincinnati, Ohio, snow flurries fell during Black Friday, the day in which average I spent about $10 per hour lasted. And now I have a giant peanut yoga ball added to the variety of exercise products. And I hope it gets here soon because Thanksgiving dinner was delicious. All the Biden admin capers reached out to me the whole Thanksgiving. They reached out to me talking about ceasefire with Hezbollah. That that Biden was a part of the whole entire thing. Like, ooh. Well, let me tell you something. He shouldn't be. He's there for disaster cleanup. Let's get that out. Let's get that right. Let's get that out in the forefront so we can really talk about this stuff. We all know that. He has no knowledge about Middle Eastern conflict. There wasn't even Middle Eastern conflict until he stepped foot on that sand. Okay? He shouldn't be. That is 3 words. And my answer, absolute, final answer. So here, I have a rebuttal. Thank you for showing up at my building. You're not welcome. Don't come back. You're banned. Our immigrants are on the street without dignity to human right. Our vaccines cost $150 per person. And when holiday season kicked off, a new outbreak occurred. And this time it was random. It was just random places. Prices continue to rise. Most of all, they failed at recovery for disaster declared states. And we all know that right now times are hard enough. And, and my thoughts go out to everybody involved in those situations. And I continue with my whole entire, 100% heartfelt support, if that means anything. And I know, like I said, it's rough right now. So you guys keep them in your thoughts and prayers. So the first time he went to the Middle East, like I said, a war broke out. Every time he has contact directly with any country, conflicts arise. The Biden admin administers death, sending arsenals to countries who otherwise follow international law and strive for international relations in effort to make alliances. And other than that, I'm surprised he found his way on board the plane coming back home because he did venture off during his Amazon trip. But yeah, he stepped foot onto grounds that were dealing with issues. Let's just say that. They were dealing with issues that included large populations of tribal people. And the first time he went, showed his face, talked his talk, it caused war. And now, we're seeing that it's actually a pattern with the Biden admin. So haters, I hope you enjoyed your 2 minutes of shame. Now on Stilfontein Mine, Johannesburg, South Africa, less than 150 miners have surrendered. A majority were children. There are a lot of pressure, people putting pressure on the local PD to bring them safely back. Humanitarian activists are fighting tooth and nail in court regarding the dismissal of human rights state-sanctioned, causing at least one death for mistreatment of the illegal miners. So even if they were detained, one died, and obviously investigation, should be the next step there. Some say they might have Wi-Fi access and water sources. They also say they were trafficked from their homelands, and upon arrival, they were placed into cars and held for various periods of time. Some have speculated the use of toilet paper mixed with toothpaste is fed to them daily. People have continued speculations that there are armed militias underground holding them, and that there are crime bosses taking the entire loot, and we don't know because they don't release the video findings, nor do they continuously work on helping them, which pushes what they said into real active participation of oppression, and without due process, a death sentence. Now comes exploitation of unaccompanied minors, and our children should be protected, safe and sound, in our homes within the security of our community. So this morning there was a neutral tone to the mine, which upset activists. So for all the people in the back, you can hear me. You hear me? There are alleged children forced into labor in South Africa. Just for those guys in the back that didn't get it. I'm not trying to start anything. I'm just giving the facts here. Like I, said before, when you do the head count, of the people that came out, there was a large amount of children. And this is, I have seen women and families and, people just show up at the mine literally bawling. And it's as if they can do nothing. And if they couldn't, you should have just said that. Because time will tell you that, that one death could have been prevented had you have acted on your suspicions, on, any of those systems in place to keep the human rights of, of those people that you are, have imprisoned, so to speak. Keep them dignified, preserve their life, if they're in a situation that is probably more harmful to them and could cause death. Your one job would be to keep them safe. So you're not going to have a criminal that you're charging with all these things. You're actually delaying their urgently needed medical care. And by doing so, you're the catalyst of death. So you know, you're not going to have a criminal. You're not going to have, you know, proof that crime was committed in this area. And it is a harder task than maybe initially you had thought and planned. And obviously, there was not a whole interest in your intentions, although they may have been good at one point. There was not a whole lot of interest, you know, to preserve the life, to offer supply, or to return them even to their homeland, or just, you know, if you were going to return them to their homes. But it sounds like you've already deemed them criminals, and without due process have put them on the verge of imminent danger. So the most storm occurring is in Missouri, from Kansas City to St. Louis. A huge heavy line of snowfall exists with that thunderstorm warnings. The weather isn't perfect, but Atsuryose have a renewed sense of purpose and can continue ringing in the new year, knowing I will be leaving 2024 with no regret. Lovely snowfall was the first sign of the season, a physical manifestation of holiday cheer. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked it. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. My son different. Bye-bye.